Good morning. It is Sunday, and I'm actually going to go take a look at some cargo vans because my van, Bessie, she's finally pooped out, poor thing. She worked really hard for me for like 5 years. But that's not fun for me to go look at vans. So we're also actually going to go take a look at a couple of estate sales. We are off. Let's go see what we can find. Hopefully some great treasures that I can resell and make a living on. It'll be fun. We're here. Let's go see what we can find.
Just pick me up or hold me, wrap me up in cellophane, and hug me till I can't breathe. Put me in your microwave until I'm warm and caving in. Felt the sun.
Although I really wanted that gold cane, it was $80. So even at half price, it was still $40. So I left it behind.
Saturated my brain. Set me down or drop me. Just throw me through your window pane. Staring out the front door. I smell you on my pillowcase. I know I'm soft, but I'm giving in. Now the sun burns my skin. I'm giving up, oh I'll let go. Built a home island, corner store on Main.
So I wasn't really holding out any luck for that sale. I had seen the pictures and there really didn't seem to be a lot of stuff and the prices looked really high, but I actually walked away with a couple of items, which I'm going to show you. Wow, it's not even a half off day. That's not till Tuesday at 3 o'clock. And there's a huge line outside this house. It's crazy. So I'm going to see. I'm not going to wait too long because nothing's half price. Everything's full price now. But well, let's go take a look. Maybe it won't take very long. We're so close now. Only a few people in front of us. This is kind of cool. An old jug, probably for water. And then this is kind of cool, but it's $18. So everything is half off if it was under $50. So let's go see what we can find. I really wanted these Staffordshire dogs, but I could see why they were still there at $172, and being reproductions, that was pretty much the retail price and what I actually charged for a pair recently, so I could not justify buying them. I had a hard time reading their handwriting. I thought this was $17. Come to find out, it was $72. So I wasn't really interested in that candlestick, but I can't believe I left behind that brass oval platter, which was only $12 after the discount. This house was jam-packed with stuff. Prices were astronomical, and they do something really weird, like anything marked in red is not 50% off, even if it is under $50. So it's only items not marked in red and under $50 that are 50% off. So I was going to buy this tray. It was $17. It wasn't old, but it was really, really big, and it would have been perfect in my booth. Ultimately, I left it behind, but I don't know. Would you have gotten it? Oh my gosh, look how cute this little enamel teapot is for $5. I have to get it. I really like this.
How dare my mind think about the things that it does when I lay beside you? Like you went out late and you saw somebody else and then did what I feared you'd do. Even though you've never given me any reason to worry, maybe I haven't forgiven myself. 'Cause I still have yet to forgive the person who came right before you and put me through all kinds of stupid hell. So I go live my life still thinking you might not be honest. When you sleep with me, how do you do it so peacefully? 'Cause my dreams show me things I don't wanna see. What my imagination does to me. Give me your
Heading to my car to get some bags because I found some stuff. Yay!
to I'm too creative.
So that started out as a very expensive estate sale where I wasn't going to find anything. And then I walked out with a box full of stuff. And so basically they marked down, like, I think it's anything over like $20. They'll mark it down, but only by like 25%. And then Tuesday, everything is like completely half off. And I've actually been to those like last day Tuesday sales and got a ton of stuff the last time. Anyways, I'm really happy with what I found. I felt like the prices were a little more expensive than a thrift store, but in some cases they weren't. And I'm just really happy with what I got, so I can't wait to show you. We have one more estate sale that we're going to go to, and then I really need to go look at some vans. My goodness. Just dreading that. I shouldn't dread it. I should think positively. Right, we're here. Let's go see what we could find. parking is tight here. We'll just park down the road, made it easier. Okay, $140 later, and 1 hour or maybe an hour and a half, I'm done, and I need to go take a look at some vans now. So that's what we're doing. So that house was interesting. It was kind of sad because it looked like it had been neglected for a long time. And yet I could tell the owner was really into like romantic, shabby chic style. She had a lot of really beautiful things, honestly, really pretty things. But it just kind of had that really neglected feel to it, and definitely some smells. So I don't know where that was coming from, but I didn't buy any clothes because it's really difficult to get smells out of clothes. So this is it. I mean, it looks really clean. I don't think you can see, you can't really see the back. Oh, there you go. You can see the back. It's nice and wide, which is really good when you're, you know, hauling furniture. And I was going to do a haul in the car, but my gosh, like always, I bought so much stuff, way more than I expected to. So I'm going to have to do a haul for you. But I got some really good stuff. I'm super happy. Well, hello there. If you're new here, my name is Abigail. I own a vintage and antique store in Poulsbo, Washington. I have an antique booth in Seattle, Washington. I sell on almost all the major platforms, but my favorite right now is Etsy, and you can actually save 15% off your total purchase by using code LOVEITBUYIT, both on Etsy and eBay. Oh, and if you're on Instagram, we should be friends because I post content every single day. Most of it never even makes it onto the video. On the metal side of things, I got this really cute little tiny kettle. It is so adorable. I got this little silver cup, and there's another cup over there too. I paid $2 for this. I mean, I've been saying this for a while now, but silver is coming back into style. I am so here for that because I have always loved silver personally, and there's just some beautiful silver plated pieces that I have seen like out in the wild for years now that I have resisted buying because it just was not on trend and very difficult to sell. And so I'm sure you're excited too because silver is so beautiful. I'm a sucker for tins, and they had some really good ones. Oh, these came from the second estate sale. So I'm mixing up my estate sale. So everything's going to be mixed up. So I got this one. What does it say? E.W. Bennett's Brilliant Shine Metal Polishing. Oh, speaking of metal. So if you want to polish some metal, here's some metal polishing paste. It is so cool. It is a really old one, probably from the early 1900s. And then this one is super cool too. I just love the green can, and this says dust absorber, automobiles, furniture, all polishing surfaces. And I paid $3 for this one, and I paid, gosh, is that going to focus? And I paid $2 for this one. I love the shape on this piece. It is this amber nitrate or silver nitrate bottle. I love this shape. So you rarely ever find a shape like this in these amber bottles. So this is really cool. And I do want to say that I still probably paid $8 for it. That estate sale was really spendy. But they had so much stuff in that house that, you know, I just kept going around and around and around until I found like a whole pile of things that I wanted to buy. I paid $10 for this box. I thought about putting it back because I didn't want to pay $10. And then I'm like, you know what? It's worth paying $10 for because of the unusual subject matter. So these look like a bunch of fishermen like shooting the breeze. And this is, again, I'm going to put it right up there. Pyrography. Pyrography. I'm going to call it pyrography. Anyways, it is the craft of using like a hot metal poker to basically create a design on wood. It was really popular in the 1800s, early 1900s. What's really cool about this and what made me decide to buy it is that it has a zinc liner, and I have never seen that in a wood box. To me, it made it feel extra special. And what do you know? I found a second tackle box. This one, I also really love the color. If you caught that video, the one where I was in Olympia with my friend Holly and we went to an estate sale and I found a green one and I cleaned it up. It turned out really good. Yes, it still has a little bit of rust, but it was amazing how much some soap and water and scrubbing really made it like so much better. So I really love this one. It also has like this design on it. And again, now I knew that first one was a tackle box, but you all reminded me it was a tackle box, but I already knew that. But again, I think that would make the coolest lunchbox, right? Because I mean, I don't fish. I don't know if you fish. And if we did fish, we would probably get a modern one. But this would be so cool to like pack a little lunch in. So I got this mirror. Now this isn't really like my style. She was really into like shabby chic, but I know somebody on Etsy is going to love this mirror because look at the detail on the top. It is really, really cool. And here's the bottom. And I decided the color was really pretty. So it's a little more feminine than I personally like, but it's very romantic. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This is a great mirror. It is not old. It's not old. Look, it's got a tag on the back. But whoever designed this did a really nice job. Now, I did pay $15 for that. So I will probably put like 90 something dollars on it. We'll see how it goes. So I got this little casket box. Now, you maybe can't tell from in the video because you're not here in person with me, but this is really kind of an imitation of a true beautiful European casket box. Now, I bought one in Europe that was very old, and that actually went to my store. It was online as well, but it went to my store. It sold pretty quickly, and it was not much bigger than, it's probably about the same size, but it was a different shape, and it sold for $125. And I did pay like, what did I pay? Like 18 euros, but come to find out, that was actually a really good deal on that. But this one is a cheap imitation, but I thought it was really pretty. And so I'm not going to put it online. I think I'm going to take it either to the store or to the booth. And I'll probably put like maybe $25 on it. Then I got another little silver cup. This is what I love about old silver plate. Like, it's got this beautiful design on it. Let's see if it'll, there we go. It's got this absolutely gorgeous design, and it is monogrammed. And I mean, look at the work on it. It is so cool. And again, I think this is beautiful, like for the holidays. Now, and then I also got this one. So this is also really, really beautiful. It's just like a little cash pot, and it's got some weight on it. Now, it's already shiny, which in a way, you know, kind of turned me off to it. What does it say? It is a Rogers piece. They did a lot of silver plate. And the reason it's shiny is it's supposed to be tarnish resistant. So they must have treated it with something to make it tarnish free. I also got another little vanity tray. The last vanity tray that I got at the, gosh, what was that? The bazaar in Port Orchard sold right away. It's the one that had the cameos on it. But this one is also really pretty. Not nearly as big and not nearly as good of quality, but it is definitely a vintage one. So from the third estate sale, I got 3 different toll trays. This is one of them. It is so pretty. It definitely has kind of like that 1940s really sweet pastel look to it, with these white and purple flowers and this beautiful like blue color. And here's the back of it. I don't know the exact era of when it was made, but you know, it's definitely an older toll tray. This one will go online because it's smaller. It wouldn't be that difficult to ship. I got 3 like transferware pitchers. I got these 2 little ones right here. Very, very cute. I got this one. It has like some kind of scene on it. And this one's more of a flow blue with this beautiful mark on it. Look how cool that mark is. This one is unmarked. Anyways, very cool, very pretty. I mean, I think these were still like $6 a piece at that third estate sale. They had so much stuff left, but I think it was because their beginning prices were pretty high. And then this one is beautiful. It does have some damage to it, and I was going to leave it behind. I was not going to buy it because of the damage, because she wanted like $15 for it. Ultimately, I think, I want to say I paid $5, and I'm like, okay, at $5, I will take it, because it is a beautiful picture. And you know, I use pictures as vases. I think they're perfect for that. So anyways, I took it. Even if I just keep it for myself, I think it's really lovely. I got this absolutely stunning, stunning box. This is brass and it is inlaid with enamel in this beautiful, beautiful design. Gosh, it's just so stunning. And on the inside, it is lined in wood. So it is so pretty. I paid $10 for this. I think this was at the second estate sale. And I'm not sure if this is going to go online or go to my booth. But it is just so, so pretty. Absolutely love this. And then to move on to a few like more eclectic items, I got this candlestick and this candlestick. Originally, this was 10, this was 12, so I paid 5 and 6. But I love them because of the unusual shape. They're very unusually shaped. And so these could go anywhere, but more than likely, I think I'm probably going to, I don't know. I think I'm going to take them to my booth. I think the booth could use a few brass candlesticks. Brass candlesticks, my God, I will pick them up all day long because they definitely sell. So the second estate sale had a ton of this pottery. I was so intrigued with this. It is absolutely beautiful. And you can't really read this at all, but I did look these up and these were made in Japan. And my gosh, they had plates and big plates, little plates. They had serving plates and I didn't get any of them except for these. Not because I didn't absolutely love them, but because I don't have that much room in the store for like dishware. And so sadly, I couldn't grab them all, but I thought these were worth grabbing because they're small. I always love kind of a wonky handmade piece of stoneware. So I grabbed this one. I mean, the design is really, really pretty on it. I think it's really cool. It almost has like the shape of an egg cup is what it looks like, but I don't think it's made for eggs, but look how kind of crooked it is. And I didn't pay much for it. I don't know, maybe like $3, but I thought that was really cute. And then I don't know what it is, but lately I've had a penchant for like little tiny cups. And so I got these little tiny cups. They're so cute, but they're really, really well made. And I want to say I paid like $2.50 for these. So I was happy to get these. And that was at the second estate sale. And then I have another piece of brass. This, I don't know why, but it reminds me of a pie. I think it's because of the lattice work. And, you know, I didn't know what this was. And the lady said it was basically a flower holder, like a flower frog. I don't know what they retail for, but I loved it because it was nice and heavy. Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, it would make a great little trinket box. And I think that's the way I'm going to sell it, is like a trinket box. At my local little thrift store that I love to go, I work from home during the week. So a lot of times, like, I will take a break in the afternoon just get out of the house, or I have to go to my storage unit. So I always stop by there. I always drop over $100. I don't know how that happens because that store is tiny, but look what I found. The minute I walked in, I saw these and I just beelined it to them. They're these wonderful, very vintage mini serapes. These are so cool. Very old, probably from the 40s, maybe even older. I don't know, maybe from the 50s, but these are wool. So they're absolutely wonderful. Look how beautiful the colors are on them. So there's that one. look at this one. It's so pretty. And then this one. And then this one, which is a little faded in the middle. And then this really long one that, to me, it is wool, but it almost feels like cotton. But look how amazing. Now, it's interesting because I have a pile of these like somewhere around here, because I have never known how to basically price these for resale. And I almost feel like I don't want to sell them, but I don't need them. I really don't. So they will be going up, but I don't know what the value of them is. If I get a chance to look, I will pop something on the screen. But anyways, I think they're absolutely amazing. I couldn't believe that I got all of these for $5. One of the most exciting pieces I got was really by accident. So I was checking out at the last estate sale, and I had seen this print on the table, and I really wanted it, but it was the whole table. So it was basically sold. And when I was checking out, I was like one of the last people out, and I asked about it, and she said, oh, the person changed her mind. I said, yes, I will take that, because I absolutely fell in love. Look at that. This is actually a famous print by Steinlen, and it's French, and I think it's Lachaz, I think is the name of the print. Anyways, I absolutely love the print of these two little kitties. I love that it has like this modern look to it. And honestly, I would love to keep it, but I don't really have a space for it. But I was thrilled to get it. I paid $22.50, and I paid it gladly because I was really coveting it. Every time I passed by, I put something on that whole table. All right, so now let's go into the other room. I'll show you some of the bigger items that just wouldn't fit on this table. So I'm taking a chance on these little band boxes, hat boxes. Again, this is like really overly romantic, probably a little too romantic for me, but they are really pretty, and I love the color. I love the trim. Then there's these two, and so these are very reminiscent of like hat boxes from the 1940s, 1930s from the wallpaper, but I actually think that they are reproductions from the 80s, but they could easily pass for boxes from the 1930s, 1940s. So I got those, and then I got two gigantic toll trays. So there's this one and then this one, and I paid, I want to say I paid like $12.50 for this, and this will go to my booth. I also got this really pretty little needlepoint. What did I pay for this? I think it was a little bit more, like $8 for it, but it's absolutely beautiful. And I do really well with pillows online, so that's going to go online. And then at the very first estate sale, I got this tray. It's not old, but it's very chunky. And I'm just thinking of the holidays, right? So this would be, I don't know, what would you put on here? Maybe like napkins or silverware, or you could put candy in here. Anyways, very, very pretty. Again, I paid $13, and I'm not sure if I'm going to put it online. It is like really, really heavy. It's super chunky. It may just go directly to my booth because I think it would look good there. I also got these beautiful books. This one is Brilliant Reuse, which one day if I ever feel crafty, maybe I'll break it out. If not, it's going to go to my booth. Then there's this one, A Romance with French Living. Now, I love France. It's my favorite country. Paris is my favorite city, so I'm going to look through that. And then the French country house, ooh, which looks beautiful. So all three of these will eventually make it to my booth, and they were only $1. What a great deal.
I know you're hanging by a thread, but all those creatures in your head, they won't leave you when you're dead. You've got to learn to banish them. There's no priest who'll help you now, 'cause you refuse to take their vow. What kind of help will you allow? You've got to learn to trust your doubts, and I won't pray for you like you'd hoped I'd do. I'll just wait for you to come around. When your knees begin to bleed, just know their love is merely greed. It's a madness that you feed. You're not a liar nor a cheat. Still, I won't pray for you like you'd hoped I'd do. I'll just wait for you to come around. No, I won't pray for you like you'd hoped I'd do. I'll just wait for you to come around. You won't be raised up, you won't fall down. Darling, there's no middle ground. You won't be raised up, you won't fall down. Darling, there's no middle ground.
So thanks for joining me on this fun thrifting adventure. I hope you had fun. I certainly did. And if you get a chance to get out and do some thrifting yourself, I certainly hope the thrifting gods will be with you, that you find some fabulous stuff. And otherwise, I will see you in the next video.